If I was an actual ghost for a day.
So I found a place where there's money and stuff. I take it, yeah, without a shame.
There's this guy that used to pick on me when I was in primary school.
Banana Ghost is a comedy about, it's a dual protagonist story. On one hand, it's a woman trying to save her father's house, and she has 3 days till the bank comes to collect.
7 months? Are you out of your mind?
7 years.
And on the other hand, it's a guy who he's afraid to go to heaven because he doesn't have a soulmate yet. So God agrees to give him 3 days to go back and find a soulmate, but pairs him up with this girl who's, you know, rambunctious and boisterous and loud and, you know, gregarious. And he just wants a simple life, 3 days, get me a soulmate, go to heaven. And they start off hating each other, wanting to kill each other, realizing that, you know, they need each other until there's some affection for each other at the end.
Yes, this is my first feature film. First time I'm playing the lead. First time that it's been about me. Amazing, because it's never happened before. So I think by the time you do a lot of cameos and for the first time you're like all eyes on you, it's good. It's good, but it's also somewhat pressurizing. It's not in English. It's pressurizing. Pressuring. There's sharp pressure. Sharp. That's what I mean.
One of the things I liked about the story was that it was a bit different from sort of your typical comedy slapstick story that you see, which I think those are amazing and they're entertaining. But what I loved about it was it's really about a journey of a woman trying to find herself, trying to find what was important to her. At the same time, it was entertaining, and I knew it was going to be funny. I knew that adding a ghost element was also going to be funny, and also portraying sort of a ghost in a different way. One of the things that I think we've gotten stuck on lately is that our stories have not had the multi-dimensional feeling that we need them to have.
I mean, the biggest thing would probably be logistics. We had a lot of really big scenes. Well, we had one really big scene that kind of spreads across and bleeds into a bunch of smaller scenes.
I think that my favorite scene would have to be the casino scene. I guess probably, you know, I'm cheating a bit here because I've seen part of the actual shoot, and the colors, the action, the kind of like the storyline, that, you know, it's the culmination of a lot of things in that casino scene.
My favorite scene, you know, this is like asking a parent, who's your favorite child? You know? So my favorite scene, I love all the scenes anyway, I loved all the scenes, but I think it will have to be the scenes in the casino. Yeah, particularly when the ghost had to do his kung fu thing. I've always wanted to be an action star, and that, I think it will be the casino scenes, all the scenes in the casino.
And how many people did we have that? It looked like we had like 300 people on set.
Yeah, we had 300 plus people between extras, crew, actors, performers, masquerades.
But the best thing about that poker scene was at the end of the 9th day, where everybody should run, everybody stayed. Like there was no lights, it was pitch black. Crew, cast, everybody dancing on set.
Like everybody that you even pitch the name, Banana Island Ghost, they first perk up, they smile. You now tell them the synopsis, they laugh. So, and it's across the board. You know, you have teenagers to my mother, Opie, like people. I think they're going to latch onto this story because it's just a great.
It's a fun story.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a fun story. It has a journey. it really does also really come back to the core of what we're all talking about, is what is a home and how do you build a home and what makes a home. And I think along the way of telling that story, we do it in a very entertaining way. We bring in some new talent. We also bring in people that you already know and love. So I think that it's going to connect across the board, and that's really what you want to do. You want to create something that the whole family can watch.
For me,
You answer your own.
there's too many.
Too many.
I find it so hard to answer that question. There are too many. Like Aka, anything with Aka. I had to leave because I was becoming a distraction.
Asari Balogun, yes.
So anything when Aka pulls out of the prison and he's following her and saying Jim. That is hilarious. I love that scene.
Chico is one person that is fun to be with. She has this very good comic timing. When you're together with her, when she cracks jokes and jokes that make you stay entertained.
Excuse me, soulmate.
I played the character of a DPO, the DPO of Banana Island Police Station, and very comical indeed. I love the role. Why? We have the style of saying, if it's a Yoruba man who wants to play a funny character the English is not that sound, he goes, so, no. This one is a quite different thing, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Should I go and attack her? Should I go and arrest her again? Shut up, don't worry. You arrest her.
I think Banana Island goes because of the appeal in the north. I have a huge fan following in the north, and this movie being a cinema film should be a film that would cut across the country. Everyone everywhere should watch it. I'm sure you'll like it.
And I thought, it was a fantastic way to obviously first invest into Nollywood directly with that kind of setup. The experience from Nemshare, Yola's, exposure within the media landscape, and then Chigo's talent, just was like a perfect combination for me. And I said, I can't miss out on this.
I think actors and all these people sort of put their trust in us, because that's what everybody else on set is doing. They're trusting one person infinitely. The amount of detail and effort and work that it takes to sort of justify the trust that 100 people are putting in you, and people's money and people's lives and people's time. I don't think we do that enough.
I believe that this film has the ability to make a statement. I think it makes a statement about how we live on the African continent. I think it makes a statement of sort of the importance of what the home is and what a home means to people. I think at the same time, we get to really entertain people. We get to really show some of the iconic parts of Lagos. We get to show some of the iconic actors and actresses that we have in the industry. And so I really hope that with this film, it will also change the way people look at female leads, female roles, especially female comedians, and how they actually carry a film. And I think that's what Chioma does in this film.
Well, it's action, it's comedy, it's a lot of laughs, small thinking, very small thinking, but a lot of laughs.
Yeah, and it's something for the family.
Yes,
everyone can watch.
It's a family film.
Yeah,
I think it's an all-round family film where you can take anyone to go watch it. I think.
Yes, of course, anyone.